All right, let's have a little bit of a rant session right now. So, I just got back from a meeting with a customer that, was picking out some flooring choices, paint colors, carpets, stuff like that. And this is the addition that I've been, helping this lady with that, is a neighbor of mine, stuff like that. Um, as we were going through the process and everything, just different things come up in conversation, and her mother is there, which is, probably in her 70s. Um, and they had a question about a puddle of water in their backyard. Because in this addition, we had to add two new drain lines to the existing septic. And in that process, we ended up having to put a new distribution box in because the one that was there was concrete. It was, eroding and crumbling and stuff like that. And, I had mentioned that. Um, but I told him, I said, the little puddle of water that you have back there, don't worry about it. We'll go back there, we'll take a look at it, we'll get everything shaped up, make sure it's good, like it's supposed to be. Well, it was at this point where the mother, who's in her 70s, made the statement that, my goodness, I can't believe that there's something wrong with that thing. I just replaced it however many years ago. And she said, it cost her $40,000 for the new septic. And it was almost too much to keep a straight face when I heard that. It's like $40,000. I'm like, what the world? This is, now keep in mind, this is a standard septic system for a tiny 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom in it. Okay. So it's a standard septic system for a little 3-bed, 1-bath home. She paid $40,000 to get this thing installed. And the person who installed it is another neighbor of mine on the other side. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This is what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not, saying it out loud or anything, but $40,000 for a standard septic system. Now, if you don't know the difference between a standard septic system and a mound system, let me explain it to you real quick. Standard systems are completely under ground level, right? Mound systems are the mounds that you see sticking up 3, 4, 5 feet in the air, above the rest of the surrounding ground. Now, a mound system, depending on what size, that can run you 20, 25, maybe 30,000. Maybe. That's on the high end for our area. But this is a standard septic system. All below ground, right? It's just got a couple of drain lines. And she paid $40,000 for this thing. Well, around here, a standard septic system, the most I have ever paid for one is like 7,800, 8,000 tops. And that's with sand lines or gravel lines, which is a little more expensive. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So here, this poor old lady got taken for $40,000 on something that should have cost her no more than $8,000 tops. And keep in mind that this system was put in at least 10 years ago, in my estimation, which the prices then were lower than what they are now. So this poor lady paid $40,000 for a septic system to a contractor that, at tops, the system should have cost her $7,000 or $8,000. Why am I ranting about this? The reason is because there are so many contractors out there that take advantage of people who don't know and they take them for everything they possibly can. That's how I got involved with this thing in the first place. They had a contractor and come in to do the addition, and the person took them for tens of thousands of dollars, and the only thing they did was lay the foundation and frame up part of the addition. They didn't tie it into the existing house, nothing. So they got taken on that. This poor old lady got taken for 40 grand on a septic system that should have cost her 7,000, 8,000 max. And this happens over and over and over again. And I'm just going to say, if you are one of those contractors that do that, you deserve to be put out of business, because that is sickening that someone would do that to people that don't know, let alone an older lady like that. Now, obviously I wasn't involved with it, but because of what happened, now I am involved and trying to help these people out. But let me say this, there's a difference in making good money by providing a great service, and there's a difference between ripping someone off for as much as you can possibly rip them off because you know that they don't know what you're talking about. That is wrong, and if that is you, you deserve to be put out of business. Disgusting, just absolutely disgusting that there's people out there that do that, but it happens over and over and over again. So if you're a contractor, if you're doing work for other people, don't be that guy or girl, whatever you are. Don't do it. Not cool. And if I find out about it, soon, like as it's happening or in the process, you can believe me, I won't stay silent about that. But that is just absolutely ridiculous that people are out there doing that to people, that just because they don't know. Little old ladies getting ripped off time and time and again, and it needs to stop.